bass.
Welcome back.
We did that last time.
No, but that was the Welcome Back Cotter version. This is the Mace when he had the Welcome Back and he did he
after
remixed
he was pastor and then he wasn't pastor no more.
Exactly. I think we dating ourselves right now because I don't know if anybody knows Welcome Back Cotter, and for the younger generation, they may not know who the heck Mace is. So I'm just gonna move on.
I better know who Mace is.
This is a milestone episode for us.
It is.
Welcome to This Functional Family, episode 10. We are here. We made it. Congratulations, Mrs. Robinson, for your fortitude and your diligence. Podcasts are hard to continue to stay consistent with. So we appreciate everybody that's been rocking with us so far.
Absolutely.
If you're watching on YouTube, you know the vibes. Please make sure you are liking this, comment below, engage in this conversation that we're going to be talking through in this episode. And please make sure you subscribe to our page. If you're listening on any digital streaming platform for podcasts, please make sure you also love this episode, like this episode, download it, and tell your friends. Word of mouth is, that's the best advertisement for us. You want to give a shout out to anybody? You know what I'm saying?
I do, actually. So we've been taking a look at our analytics lately, and it's comforting when your family and friends follow the Instagram and subscribe and support you. But to see that we have listenership downloading episodes, not only across the country, but across the globe.
Gangsta.
It means so much to us. So thank you guys. We have people in Philadelphia and Jersey and New York and Washington and Michigan and Texas. International. We have listeners in Mexico and
Mexico
and Japan and Canada and Brazil and Uruguay. Just to name a few. Just to name.
Get started. Stop playing with it.
He's excited. I can tell he's excited.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So it's definitely comforting. And we just want to say thank you guys again for rocking with us. 10 episodes. Well, really 9 so far. But, man, it means the world to us. Continue to share. Yeah, it's getting redundant. We love y'all. Keep liking and sharing.
All right, let's get into the episode. We ain't going to waste no time.
Not at all.
Let's get into it. All right, so today we want to talk about how the importance of watch my likes. You know what I mean? We're starting to become, social media influencers. We got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Talk clearer. Watch my likes. But we want to talk about the importance of having grace for your partner. We all have bad days. And I think sometimes we have unrealistic expectations of each other just because we get used to living with one another. This was inspired because I was reading some scriptures.
And yes, God.
Hallelujah. And I was going through Mark chapter 2. And for those that don't know or, are not familiar with the story, in Mark chapter 2, there's this story where this is paralytic man. Or a man with paralysis, I should say. I don't want to classify him by his condition because he's more than just his paralysis. But
hallelujah,
a man with paralysis. I don't want to say a paralytic man. He's being pretty much carried by 4 people. The Bible calls them his friends, but carried by these 4 friends. And through the heat of Capernaum, they are carrying this man all the way to this house to see Jesus because Jesus is teaching. He's in the town. It was noise. Rumor was going around. And they get there and the spot is so crowded that Jesus is teaching at that they can't get in through the door. So they like, yo, what we gonna do?
That's what they say, yo.
Yeah, I'm sure they say, yo. So they was like, yo, what we gonna do? I'm not trying to crease my J's. But So they try to figure out how they gonna get this man to Jesus without having people step on their J's or crease, they scuff their cake. So they decide to climb up on the roof of the house, right? They break open the roof and they lower down the bed and get this man to Jesus finally. And instead of Jesus stopping like, yo, why is there mud and
Jesus
grass
ain't say, yo,
falling on my head while I'm trying to teach this word? Jesus says, wow. The Bible says he sees their faith. Yeah. Not the faith of the man on the bed who's suffering with paralysis, but he sees their faith. The faith of the 4 friends who carried this man's bed all the way through hot behind Capernaum. Do your research. Capernaum is hot. They carrying a bed with a man on there to get him to Jesus and break open a roof just to get him to Jesus.
Destroying property, just doing
just messing up people's script, right? So I'm getting worried and I want you to jump in on this. But the reason I'm bringing that story and connecting it to relationship is because whether the relationship is marriage, whether the relationship is friendship, I think it takes a lot of like courage and faith to say, you know what, my friend is going through so much that I feel like I have to carry their load. I have to carry her or his load at this moment because they just don't have the courage or the faith in this moment. Doesn't mean they never had it, but they don't have it in this moment to keep going for themselves. Yeah. And it made me think about marriage and how there are days you got to really carry the load sometimes. I know people are like, oh, it's a partnership, but there are days that your partner just not having a good day. And they need you to kind of get a corner of that bed and kind of carry them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how do you feel about that? Do you think that's accurate? Do you think that that's a little, it's an exaggeration? Everybody kind of got to play their part no matter how they feel. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
It's definitely not an exaggeration. And like, you know, these are some of our personal testimonies that, you know, it's not always 50-50. Sometimes it's 1-99 or sometimes it's 46-54, whatever it is. Like, you know, you may have a busier schedule than I do one day, or you might be dealing with something personally tolling for you or mentally tolling for you that I, you know, don't have that doesn't have like the same weight on me, even though we are married and, you know, we share our lives together. Many of the things that you go through, you know, it doesn't affect me the same way and vice versa. So just, I think the biggest point from that is that we have to have grace for each other. You know what I mean?
We're human.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, expect your partner, your friend, whoever it is, expect the bad days to come and just prepare to have the grace to deal with them in whatever it is that they're going through. Because, you know, hopefully if you're in like a healthy relationship, be it intimate, you know, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, or just friends, if they're showing up for you constantly, you got to expect that one day, like, you know, they might fall off a little bit, but you have to just be prepared for them. Like, even if they keep showing up at a high level, eventually, like, we're human. We're not robots. Like, it's going to weigh us down no matter how strong we are or how much we can carry, how much we can manage, how much we can juggle. Eventually, it's gonna get burdensome. And that's just reality, you know what I mean? It's not to make anybody feel bad. Like, we're human.
I think marriage is I think it's a relationship where you're going to get the most premium access to who a person is.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So sure. I think in that relationship, you kind of have to anticipate that you're going to see parts of this person that no one else will ever see. Absolutely. Right? Because when we step out into the world, there's, no matter how, you know, we keep it real, I'll keep it above, like no matter how real we keep it, there's always going to be an element of ourself that is curated for public. Yeah. Right? Like that's crafted for the public, whether it's to protect our emotions, whether it's because I don't know them and they don't deserve to see that side of me. There's always going to be an element of us that's not given to everybody. But in a marriage,
and that shouldn't.
That person, yeah, of course that's okay. In a marriage, though, that person is getting the height, the peak, and the lows, right? The worst of you. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of times we don't realize this on our wedding days, but I'm going to drop this little nugget for y'all. We don't realize this, but on our wedding days, the person we walk out of that church or that reception hall with that day, I hate to put it like this. It's not pessimistic. I'm going to explain and qualify this statement. But that person that you see on that wedding day is not the person you're going home with in your marriage. I know it's like, what? No. It's not that it's not that their character or your character or personality is not different. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let me qualify this. On your wedding day, you are getting consumed with so much attention and love that is not realistic for what's going to happen in your marriage years.
Got it. Makes sense. Yeah.
So the person that's reacting to 1,000 people, 500 people, 250 people, 200 people, texting, Facebook posting, tweeting, sharing stories to Instagram, loving on you.
Yeah.
That one day is going to create joy. You get tired, but it creates joy. It's like, oh my God, all of these people love me. People giving you envelopes, back to back, bang, 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 Cash App, ding, ding, ding. Right?
I don't like these sound effects. Honestly.
Whatever. I don't care. This is what a wedding sounds like. Bing, bing, bing. Right? It's just back to back bread. People giving you money, thousands of dollars, a bunch of hugs, bunch of kisses, bunch of attention. That's not it's unrealistic to think that I'm going to be hugging you and congratulating you 24/7 when we get back home, because I have to go to work.
Like that honeymoon phase is going to end and reality is going to set in. And reality, I'm sorry to cut you off, it's not a bad thing, but it's not going to be at that peak.
No, it's not even that. I think, yes, I agree. It can be at that peak though. It has to be curated by you.
Okay.
Right? The peaks that you see on your wedding day are initiated by outsiders.
Outside factors, yeah.
It's the money. It's the maitre d' that's making sure your wedding planner that's making sure the planning's going well and that the event's going well. The DJ that's making sure they're playing the tunes you want to hear. The peaks are like they're initiated by external factors. In your marriage, the peaks have to be initiated by you.
Yeah, you got to take control of it.
So it's completely different peaks, if that makes sense. Yeah. So just know that like the responsibilities of making sure the marriage is that blissful, it comes with the work from y'all and not the love you get from people outside the house. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm kind of veering off a little bit, but to bring us back, right? Like those bad days, they happen, right? There's no way around it. Wedding days have bad moments. Marriage has bad days.
Right. Like for us, it poured. I mean, poured on our wedding day, and we were pissed because we couldn't take the outside pictures that we wanted to take on the lawn. We had to take all our pictures inside at the reception hall. Like a lot of stuff got messed. I hated my hair because it got puffy. Like stuff happened, but that didn't take away, back to your point, that our wedding day was probably like our wedding day was the happiest.
It was kind of crazy. It was kind of
I hate that you're going to lean into the mic like that. Overall, our wedding day, just to reiterate the point you made, like things happened that frustrated us.
Yeah.
But overall, when we look back, our wedding day was the day that I wouldn't want to change.
Right. They had moments, but marriage has days.
Yeah.
Right. And because marriage has days, we have to, going back to our topic for today, we have to give grace to each other because sometimes those bad days are not because your spouse did something wrong. And I think that's important to establish.
Yeah.
But the spouse can do something wrong in their response to what you're dealing with.
Got it. Yeah.
You feel me? I feel like I'm preaching, man. Where the offering at? Listen, there are days I may not be feeling good because I lost a relative. There are days I may not be feeling my best because I didn't do so hot on a test that I thought I should have did. You're right. Like there are days I'm not feeling my best, or you may not feeling your best because the girls are pulling on us at a higher clip than a normal day. You know what I'm saying? That awareness though, I mean,
you gotta be aware.
Yeah,
you have to be aware. You have to recognize when your partner needs support, because again, if they feel like, sometimes for me personally, if I feel that, you may be going through something, and even though I'm going through something, and we both might be depleted, or just being able to recognize that you need support, and you might not want to admit that you need support, because whatever the situation is, you might feel if you come to me, or vice versa, if I go to you, it might show a sign of weakness or selfishness. So there might be some kind of reservation or hesitation to reaching out and saying, "Hey, baby, I it's one of them days." Sometimes, we don't always want to admit that whatever stressors, are plaguing us, that is actually weighing on us as heavy as they are. So it's important to have someone who can see that in you, that, what's up? Like, what's going on? You a little off today. Talk to me, even if it's just a conversation. Yeah. What is it?
Sometimes you're on go.
Yeah.
Like, depending on who you are, I can speak for our lives, but I know this is I'll extend my hand to those that can see me in the YouTube world. Visually, you can see me. I'm extending my hand of love and grace to you, because I'm sure that's somebody else's life.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we're on go so much that the reality is we haven't had the chance to identify that, I'm not feeling my best today, right? Like, I'm moving. I'm taking care of this. I'm taking care of the kids. I got to get them to school. I got to get this happen. I got to get this running. I got to run this. I got to do this. I got to post this. Got to make sure this is running well. I got to make sure the business is good. Got to go to the post office. Got to get, and it's all of this. Gotta. And the only thing you gotta do that you didn't do was stop and center yourself and pray or meditate and get some connection with you and the Almighty.
Yeah.
Right? And align yourself. And you're doing all these other goddess.
It's like,
and you didn't do what is probably going to help keep those other things
to help you manage,
right? Yeah. So you got to be aware too that, you know what I mean? I pivot that into, like, it's good to have a partner that knows and can kind of sense you. Mm-hmm. That, I think that's a great part of being married. It's like having put so much time and working with this person and building relationship with a person that they know you.
Yeah.
It's like you ain't having, you know what, let me give you a moment. Before you even say you need a moment, let me give you a moment. But the flip side to that is almost coddling lack of communication.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the flip side of that is, because sometimes you're not aware that you need a little.
I feel like you're talking specifically to me.
I'm not. I'm just saying I'm talking. But
a little bit.
If the shoe fits,
it fits.
What I mean? It fits. I was just talking. I'm talking to our audience. Sometimes you're not aware because you're always moving, always doing. But the flip side to that is you have to also communicate. You know what I'm saying? You have to communicate. We have to communicate when we need support. Because sometimes I'm also on go, right? Sometimes your partner's also on go, and they don't know that you need support unless you verbalize. Normalize being able to express. That's why we did the last episode on emotional safety.
Yeah.
Because you have enough emotional safety, then you can normalize letting your spouse know you need support without, like you said, saying earlier, like, I feel like I'm going to be selfish. You don't have to feel like you'll be selfish by telling them your truth.
Yeah.
Because they'll understand. And if they're going through something, then y'all figure out how to go through the hard stuff together.
Like, how can I be here for you? How can I support you? What do you need right now in this moment?
Exactly. Absolutely. But I mean, let's get into a little bit. I think this is a good segue. Let's get into a little bit of what, what do we do, or what should we recommend for people to do for one another when they're having a bad day, or even if they notice their spouse having a bad day and it's like, yo, what to do? I don't know how to handle that, because it feels like they just always attacking, or they always short circuited and short tempered. Like, what do I do? What are some of the things you think work for you or work for us? I guess you start us off, and I'll probably try to name a couple too.
I think one of the most underrated methods or tools that, for those who believe in a higher power, believe in God, is just praying for your spouse. I think that's
daily.
daily.
I'm sorry. my commentary. I had to stress that.
I think it's.
I pray for this girl every day. In the name of Jesus, I really do. I'm not saying that for the internet. I really do.
Likewise. It's all right. It's okay.
I didn't know. Thank you, Jesus. Sorry, I had a moment. Okay.
You back?
I'm back.
Okay.
Thank you for your prayers.
Absolutely. I was about to. Okay.
Just go.
Because I think you know what I was about to say. But I think that's a great proactive tool to use so that your partner will feel strength, even, without you having to say, "Oh, I'm gonna go pray for you," or "I'm praying for you." Like they'll feel strength coming. I don't want to like be too spiritual, but they'll get a wind, like a fresh wind, without even knowing.
I believe prayers are answered in ways,
and they'll show up when
yeah,
they need the prayers to show. Like they'll have it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's in the tuck for when the time comes. The prayers will show up for them even without you being in their presence and having to physically do something for them.
Yeah.
If I pray for you today and then you have a bad day on Thursday or whatever, the prayers that I prayed for you to have strength, they're going to show up when the time comes. The prayers are going to manifest for you. So I think it's a great proactive tool that even if your partner is not having a bad day, like right now, he's stressed, let me go pray for him right now. It's just a great proactive tool to use so that when the time comes, at least they have something to work with. I recommend y'all
pray good and bad days, y'all.
Yeah.
Good and bad days, because sometimes you're praying for something that hasn't come yet. Mm-hmm. I mean, and you'd be praying.
Yeah.
And your partner might be good, but like you said, that strength that they need or that you've been praying for, it actually comes on a day that something happens later, So, and make it a habit to pray together too. You know what I'm saying? Like, come together and meditate and pray over the things that you want to see manifest for your household, that you want to see manifest for generations to come. If you have children, pray for the things that you want to see manifest for your families and for your loved ones together, so that y'all know y'all are on the same page, pouring out to the God that y'all serve and believe in. You know what I mean? If that is your situation and you're listening to us. All right. I would say this is something that I try to do that helps. I'm not going to say that I do it all the time, but I try to do it when I think of it, if that makes sense. And that's simply do things that will lift your partner's load. Do things that will lift your partner's load. Don't even do that. Don't even do that. She moving away from me. My nose is running a little bit. She moved away from me. Ain't no COVIDity over here, baby. I'm good.
Nice.
Now, I ain't eat meat for the last 30 days or bread or like sweets or anything like that. And I had some today and I nose started running. So I don't know. I'm about to go full out vegan. I don't know. Anyway, that is a tangent, but my nose is running a little bit. But anyway, trying to lift the load for your partner when you know they need something. Yeah. So what I mean by that is, like, if I come in from like a long day of class and I see there's a sink full of dishes, I'm not going to jump to like, yo, why didn't you do the dishes? Right? If I see you and you look stressed out, but you are busy, let's say I don't know, drying clothes, I don't know, folding clothes on the bed or something like that. Like, I'm just going to go do the dishes. I don't need to be like, baby, you need me to go do the dishes? Like, yo, brothers, like, you don't need to ask your wife
permission to do
something to keep your house in order. Let me just like drop that. I'm sorry. I just need to say this to the brothers. Like, yo, man, you look like you had a long day. You want me to go get something to eat or fix it? Don't ask her. Just fix it, bro. It. Just do it.
Take control and say, I'm going to do this.
Do it. If she looks tired, she looks exhausted, just do it. Just do it.
You mad?
I'm a little mad because I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Yeah, sure. But I be seeing dudes just like, what are you doing, bro? I just was trying to help out, you know? And it's like, so just do the thing. You know what I mean? Also, like, if your partner looks like they're stressed, like, do things that, like, that you know that they like, even if they don't ask for it, right? So if I know you like a certain snack, or I'm coming in and you like a certain dinner, and you like, yeah, baby, I had a heavy day, work was crazy. I don't know, you know? I'm just gonna pick up the thing that you like. I'm not gonna be asking a bunch of questions. Like, just do it, man. I'm sorry, I'm having a moment. Just tell the fellas, man, just do it. So being so lazy, stop waiting on her to tell you what she need help with. It's certain things that you don't need to be told you need help with. You're not married to your mom. You're not married to your mom. I'm gonna say that again. I'm getting long-winded. Nah, but I gotta say this. You're not married to your mom. Your mom tell you when your chores need to be done. When you get your own house or you renting a spot, your mom don't need to tell you chores. They're your chores. If your wife is already occupied, hands full, get your tail up and go do something. Because I'm sure very few relationships have the dynamic where the husband is the breadwinner, making all the money, and the wife ain't bringing nothing. In most cases, I know that's some cases, but most cases, both of y'all are working. It's 2021. Rent is about $4,000 a month. So both of y'all are probably working or bringing something. And so both of y'all should be working in the crib. Period. I'm sorry. Okay.
Nah, because
I'm back.
Try to caress your face and tell you.
Nah. I had to talk to the fellas, man. You want to get his last joint? I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. You good? I'm sorry. I had a moment. I had to take over. Get his last joint.
You did the last joint.
I did?
Yep. You got so, you know.
Nah, you got to add that. See, I got it. The romance, man. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Oh, yeah, the romance.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, do intimate things, too.
Yeah,
you know
so it's
I mean?
like...
Somebody having a bad day. I got it, because you was taking too long. Nah, I got it. The rest of the episode is mine. I got it. If he looks stressed out...
Oh, now you coming for the ladies?
I'm coming for everybody that can't detect when they lover needs some support.
Okay.
Rub them shoulders. Get that man a massage. Ease him up right here. You know what I mean? Gotta get the... You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That means, I'm sorry, that's my Martin Lawrence.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Get the black tack out. You know what I'm saying? Massage that man. Her feet, she looks stressed. Just don't even ask, baby, you want massage? Like, just pick her feet up and just get the rubbing.
Do it.
Corns.
I'm saying, if it don't matter what the feet look like, if she...
We ain't worried about what people's feet look like.
That's what I'm saying. You fight through and just give her what she needs.
You didn't have to mention corns, though.
I didn't have to not mention it either. Like,
all right, well, you get corns and see if I be rubbing them feet. I ain't rubbing nothing. Right.
The moral of the story is show up for your spouse when they need you, without them, with or without them having to verbalize it. Just be present. Recognize when they're having a tough day, a tough time.
Nice. Because we all have bad days, baby.
Yeah, it's and that doesn't take away from you. I feel like I'm married to Superman, but if he's having a bad day, guess what? That's not gonna lower, what I think about him, and vice versa, I'm sure. So just, I guess the key points that we want to be aware of or the key points that we want to present are be aware, and show up and just show out.
Facts.
What's going on, family? First and foremost, we want to say thank you guys so much for your support since the launch of this Functional Family podcast. Your support has been both overwhelming and continuous, and we just want to take a moment to say thank you so much. So many of you have reached out to us asking how you can support us outside of just subscribing to our YouTube channel, downloading the episode, sharing the page, liking posts on Instagram and Facebook. And we are proud to announce, we're excited to announce that you can now become an exclusive member on our Patreon. For just $5 a month, you can be an official family member. For just $5 a month, you get early access to every episode that we release. That means you can watch it, you can download it, you can listen to it before anybody else. Not only that, but you get behind the scenes exclusive content. For just $10 a month, you can be an all access family member. That means you get all of the benefits that an official family member gets. And in addition to that, you get VIP access to any of our future live events. And you also get to request topics for us to discuss for our upcoming episode. And lastly, for just $20 a month, you can be a VIP family member. You get all of the benefits that are already listed. And in addition to that, you get patron shout outs. You get to live chat with us. You get 15% off all merch on freethesoulsclothing.com. And you can be a part of our monthly Q&A sessions. We love y'all so much. Thank you again for your support. We can't wait to connect with you guys, chop it up with you, and just release more content for y'all. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at This Functional Family Podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube at thisfunctionalfamtv, and we'll see y'all soon.
All right, so now that we're done with that, you already know we got to end this episode off with a this or that. We probably need to get some this or that music, like
game show music. I don't like that.
Okay.
No.
All right, she doesn't like that
That's
idea.
corny. Like that's.
She called me corny.
Not you. That's.
Yo. Leave me alone, bro.
Would you rather
Let's get it.
have a baby at 16 or have a baby at 60?
First of all,
What are you laughing at?
At 60, is this our first child, or do we still have the kids we have right now?
See, the question is supposed to be like on instinct. You're not supposed to be asking all these other like prerequisites and all this other 16 or 60. That's it. There's no other information you need. Pick.
It makes a difference, though.
All right, y'all ready? Not y'all. You? Yeah, I'm ready. Y'all ready too?
I got my number. Ready, set, 16.
16. Me too. Whew.
Explain.
You explain. Okay.
Sure. Gladly explain. I just, though it's harder for people at 16 to have a child, right, and like live a thriving or fulfilling life because you're still a child yourself, I've seen way more success stories of people who have had kids at 16 and still found some way to make the best out of their lives. I don't know anyone who's had one at 60, maybe just because physiologically it may not be possible because women go through menopause and
you can still get pregnant. For me, it's just like
pregnant post-menopause. That's why it's menopause.
It's highly unlikely, but it's not impossible.
I gotta look that up. I don't know if that's true.
Google it.
I will. Okay, keep going.
Well, I didn't get my explanation.
That's why I said keep going while I get my.
You Googling it for real? Yeah. I don't know if it's true or not. I have the same feelings. I just think it's easier, the support system. In most cases, you have like, it's just easier to manage a kid. Like I can't imagine having a newborn at 60 and then I'm 65 and sending you to kindergarten and I'm retiring. It's just weird.
That joint crazy. Yeah. I can't even. Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
I mean, I'm gonna be good at 60. I plan on
say you fit. Wasn't, but do you want to be a father? Like a
I don't know.
Not a father, but like a father.
16 it is, bro. We agree. Let's not make a debate out of it. we agree, dog.
Next.
Rather me have yellow teeth or visibly missing teeth that can't be fixed.
Ask it properly, because I don't like the way you asked it. Ask it a little more fluidity.
Rather me have yellow teeth that can't be whitened at all, or visibly missing teeth that can't be fixed. Like, both of these are literally impossible in 2021. Like,
but if it was possible, you be just thinking too hard. These questions are not about you.
You talking, and my answer's already on paper.
Because you cheating. Not cheat. Like,
my answer's on paper.
Oh my God. This is actually hard.
Somebody with yellow teeth is rolling over their grave.
Yo, what's good with you, son?
Let's go, bro.
This is hard. Oh my God. What you
Speaking of bro, y'all fellas out there, leave in the comments. Do y'all be calling your wives bro or son? I'm from Brooklyn. We be saying son crazy. I'm like, yo, this is my whole wife. I be like, yo, son. She be like, yo, bro. And I'm like, bro. And I'm like, yo, bro. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm just waiting for her to put her answer down.
Because this is actually, I don't like either of these. So I'm looking while I'm writing. I wasn't watching you. All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Set. Yellow.
Missing. I'm not fully convinced. But yellow teeth all right, here's my thing. Yellow teeth to me is a sign of poor hygiene. Like you just not brushing your teeth properly.
That is completely inaccurate. There are people that brush their teeth twice a day.
I like how you cut me off though.
Okay.
To me, it is a sign of poor hygiene.
It can be
I'm not saying that there are other factors that could contribute to like yellow teeth.
Like coffee.
Yeah, but then you still not taking good
acidity
enough care.
from fruit.
You're still not taking good enough care. But then missing teeth is just like you got into an accident and your gums are.
That is a way bigger sign of poor oral hygiene. When your teeth are just falling out.
No, you don't know that they fell out. They could have got into an accident or something.
No.
Last question.
Yellow teeth can come from eating oranges or an apple every day, drinking coffee every day.
All right, I drink coffee not every day, but multiple times a week.
I'm sure if you never drink coffee, your teeth could be whiter.
And you drink, you coming for?
I eat an apple literally every day, and I'm sure my teeth could be whiter just from the acidity that the enamel deteriorates, and it just. Somebody teeth falling out. You never bit. You from the hood, like you know what it looked like when they be on that.
All right, but it don't have to be that. It don't have to be cracked.
That's a way bigger sign of poor oral hygiene. Come on, bro.
I don't like this.
All right, we gonna put this on Instagram. We gonna see what they think because I know I'm right.
I hate we gonna put this on Instagram.
I know I'm right. All right, last one. Oh, this is not one people could relate to. This is solely about us. You want to ask it? This is tough.
Would you rather, you only have, would you rather.
Go spit on me a little bit. Okay, keep going.
Sorry, I got a little excited.
It's all right.
All right. Would you rather only be able to do this functional family podcast or only be able to do Free the Souls clothing? Like you can't do both. We can't do both anymore. It has to be one or the other.
All right. Ready.
Free the Souls. What you put?
Dysfunctional family.
Oh. Ooh. All right, go. Why?
Explain?
Yeah.
Because we have them listening right now and I can't let them know I would ever quit on it. I will never quit on Dysfunctional Family. I love Dysfunctional Family.
Not even gonna explain.
All right. Well, there goes the episode. It's a wrap. See you later. Dysfunctional Family. Oh, how I love Dysfunctional Family. Y'all are my friends.